Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Wayne Moore, aka the artist formerly known as Mortanius. And we are back with some Telltale's Batman the Enemy Within, episode 2. When we last left off, well, episode 2, I guess part 2 this would be. When we last left off, we had ourselves a little run-in with an interesting character known as Bane. We hit him hard, but he seems to have managed to break the bat, at least for a little while. Called Gordon and got some GCPD assistance, but now we're on the lookout for a bunch of stolen weapons and APCs, and are in serious need of medical attention. You folks like what you see and want to see more of me.
I'm fine. Really.
Give me a like, follow, subscribe, and drop a comment here
None of this
on
is
YouTube
fine.
or both.
You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst.
Sorry about that, folks. Just go ahead and get this out of the way. Check out some of my other playlists. Another playlist based in the Telltale series of Batman games, the one that came out before this, as well as a Metal Gear Solid 5, the Ground Zero / Phantom Pain playthrough, as well as a couple of playthroughs of the Batman Arkham series of games, including Arkham Knight currently. And yeah, let's get back into it.
Most of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, Al.
You'll just do it again tomorrow? We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too. We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up.
Sure. Let's do that, Al.
As if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Tried to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
It's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. Bane is running free out there. He's just getting started.
That's what frightens me, Bruce. We've never seen this kind of destructive power before.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Got it?
I'm good, thanks, Al. Huh. There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
Indeed.
And did the same person pull the trigger?
Indeed.
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage.
So, I'm assuming these aren't we're going off the information of Bane's attack, and these are the other 2 attacks that weren't Bane. Well, let's start with the right side, since I'm right-handed, huh?
Gotham brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen. Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead.
Quinzel.
And even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
Yep.
That's barbaric. Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage. All by herself.
That was just a bunch of people not wanting to deal with her crazy, and y'all let her keep going. Sure, she would be dangerous, but after a bit, I'm putting holes through her. I don't care who she is.
Gothcorp
She is
Labs,
not a bad
genetic
girl.
research facility. Where do we even start with this?
Everywhere,
I have no
Bruce.
idea.
Authorities can't
Everywhere.
determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead.
Yeah, I know what I'm
Some
thinking.
completely encased in ice.
Others were frozen
Yeah.
solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled.
Oh,
Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
and those was Gothcorp's labs, huh? Interesting. Let's check that out. I'll give these a quick once over for you folks, so y'all can check them out. Yes, I'm still wondering about them friends of yours. Yeah, I'm really gonna need to talk to her, because she will be a problem otherwise. And there's the wall. The wall always is crazy. Couldn't have just stayed as a bouncer, huh? They broke the pact. You know, I think back to Batman, Telltale's Batman series, basically the one before this, and Cobblepot said he was going to mention my mother. I wonder if he actually ever does tell you about your mother. If he actually has something useful to say. I mean, honestly, I get why he brought the puzzle to Wayne Enterprises, but it really was risky. It really was. It's not a move I would have made. We would have had to come up with some sort of off-site spot. Not the Batcave, just in case, but not Wayne Enterprises either. That kind of thing would make me come up with some off-site spot. I'm serious. That exact issue right there. Especially with this having happened to him. Yeah. That would be some off-site Batcave somewhere to serve purposes of like the necessary off-site work. Not directly at home base, but close enough to get to if need be. Crime Alley. You know, I think about that instance where the Riddler told Gordon about Lucius Fox. I wonder if you can actually tell Gordon about Lucius. Well, looks like that's the end of the codices, folks. Back to the Gotham feed. Hey. I think some of these have already been seen. I remember these two. That one as well. That one as well. That one. Don't remember this one. But I think it actually was there. Kind of wish you had the choice to actually speak. I don't know if I would have, but I don't know if I wouldn't have either. Oh wow, look at that. Actually, I think I have read that one. I think that one was from the first one game. Don't remember seeing this one, though. Don't know if I've seen that one either. Yeah, I know this one is new. Here's what you need to know about the agency. Yeah, see, they say it's not a crackdown on Gotham's crime, but in order to catch the Riddler, don't assume martial law wasn't gonna follow if they deemed him to be armed and dangerous enough. Okay, I must have
Guns,
to back
money,
out here.
biotech. What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've
True.
already seen how formidable Bane is on his own. Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
You're right, Alfred. I hate to say it, but I'm not exactly ready for round 2. One thing's for sure. We can't just sit around waiting for them to strike again. We've seen the kind of devastation these killers can cause.
You told Waller you knew when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
Yes.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
John's hardly predictable, but it's a risk I'll have to take.
He clearly sees something in you that appeals to him.
It'll be
Yes.
dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to
Yes.
give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes.
Bruce Wayne has
careful.
influence, an endless bank account, and as of last year, questionable integrity.
Everything a criminal network looks for in a new recruit.
So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer.
It's time to get Ghost.
The stacked deck, that's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.
Not a chance.
I'd like to, Al, but Gotham, you know, Gotham. Hey, I remember this place. Wonder if there's still teeth everywhere.
I'll tell you about Batman. He's no hero. The way I see it, he's just a bunch of hired muscle for rich guys. Guys like Bruce Wayne.
I see. Willie, tell Bruce Wayne how that makes you feel.
Okay. It feels
No, Willie, he's on your right.
feels like crap, Wayne.
Preach!
And you're just a huge, colossal, gigantic, spoiled piece of I am, I mean,
Look, man, it's
I'm gonna
alright.
ignore what I heard. No harm done.
you set me up.
Nonsense! Bruce! Don't mind Willie. We're just messing with you. You look like you could use a drink.
I actually could.
Hey, John, what about my medicine?
Bottle's under my chair, Willie. You're making wonderful progress.
Bottles under your chair, huh? What chair would that happen to
I
be?
run a therapy circle here every
bottle,
second
right.
Sunday.
Alright.
These people need the expertise that I learned in Arkham. So, rude know-it-all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am
However,
I?
sources
Who
inside
am
the
I?
GCPD say
You're a
it was
rotting,
murder, and that the
stinking
killer is
corpse.
still alive.
That's who you are.
John,
All right then.
did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
I mean, I hated the guy, but geez, Bruce. You really think I'd be capable of cold-blooded murder? After everything you know about me, you really think I'd do that?
No, of course not. I mean, I know you hated him, but you're no killer. What was I thinking?
I know what you were thinking. But hey, no harm done. Anyway, I was a little surprised to see you, Bruce. I'm guessing this is about that favor I asked. Look, before we get into that, I need to come clean. Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around.
Setting aside
I should have told
arrogance.
you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him.
Intelligence tends to
No secrets
annoy
between us.
people.
Ever again. You have my word. I pinky swear.
When you see the forest through the trees, people tend to feel like you've killed their vibe, and how dare you?
Pinky swear.
Friends for life. All right, let's go meet the guys. I'll let them know
Yeah, that's
we're
what
on
we
our
talk
way.
about, man.
Hey!
You trying to do something cool for somebody, and oh my
I'm
God, that looks
medicine.
hypersensitive.
I don't
You
like
look so
your
soft
face.
doing that.
I think you're bothering my friend John.
How about you ease up, Willie?
You've got the wrong idea. We're just having a friendly chat.
You calling me a liar? You shouldn't have walked in here. That was your first mistake. And it's gonna be your last mistake. Kiss your ass goodbye!
Calm down, Willie. Let me help you out, huh?
A bribe? I can't be bought off that easy, Wayne. Don't insult me. I got standards. I don't take bribes.
This cash could buy you a whole lot of medicine.
Oh, well, when you put it that way. Thanks, Wayne.
I do not advocate alcoholism, children.
Let's get out of here.
He almost looks like he regrets that I did that, and I can't blame him. John set me up with that.
Cool. They're expecting you.
Okay.
Bruce, one more thing. You can't tell anyone this. This is big. Huge. I think I'm in love. It's an odd feeling. At first, I thought I had some kind of disease, but no. I think it's love.
I am so happy, John. Deserve the best.
Yeah, I'd blush if I could.
So mysterious. You at least gotta tell me your name.
She'll want to introduce herself, but if you could please help me look good in front of her, I'd appreciate it. Come on. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Oh, that's interesting. I just noticed his buttons. He has a purple one.
Almost got it. Damn it. I thought I had it. Here, give me a hand with this, will you? I'm pretty sure this is how you get this thing started. Come on, come on, come on. At least
Jesus
it worked
Christ.
before.
Do I teach you a skill
Promise.
here?
No, look, you're doing it wrong. Red's the battery, yellow's the starter. Spark one on the other.
You are literally my hero, Bruce. I mean, wow.
Don't turn around. All right, Wayne. You got my attention. Give me one good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle. I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains. Real bright.
Harley?
Stay out of this, puddin'. Grown-ups are talking. Well, you got a reason I shouldn't put a bullet in your noggin?
Trust me,
Let's be
you don't want
funny.
to do that. The mess will be awful.
Maybe I like mess.
No, brains are like red wine. The stain never comes out, no matter how hard you scrub.
Since when did you ever scrub a damn thing?
Interesting.
I'm just joshing you, rich boy. See? There wasn't even a bullet in the chamber. Oops. Let's put some music on.
Bruce, this is the lady I was telling you about.
Reason why I should trust ya? 'Cause I sure as hell can't see one. After all, you're a squeaky clean favored son of Gotham. How am I supposed to believe you won't run to the cops the first chance you get?
You shouldn't. You can't trust anyone. Not in our line of work.
Ain't that the truth? You're not what I expected. Still, you gotta show me you got what it takes to be part of our pact.
That's fair.
Aw, gee, thanks, Bud.
We gotta go.
You are playing a dangerous game, woman. She's the one who does all the plotting now, huh?
What were you guys talking
Creating a
about?
demon.
Your friend was just saying how much he liked you, Bud. Got a little man crush on ya. Ain't that right, Brucey? Ain't that the gist of it?
It's the truth.
You just made my day, Bruce. I want you to know the feeling's mutual.
Oh my god! That is the best damn slushie ever.
Nothing like a slushy, but you keep the noise down.
Suck on that. I swear, it'll make your whole body shiver. Come on, put your lips on it. I ain't got cooties. Cross my heart.
Don't know the game you're playing.
No thanks, I'm good.
Suit yourself. I'ma pretend I ain't
Self-suited.
offended.
I'll try some.
Okay, here's what's going to happen now, Mr. Moneybags. You're gonna go get Mama a little present. From inside there.
Wayne Enterprises.
A little bird
You
told me
ain't
there's
high
some pretty fancy hacking
fast.
tech up there. Something called a Phalanx key. Get it for me? I'll know you're on the level about the agency. Maybe I'll even vouch for you with the rest of the guys.
What do you want with the Phalanx key?
Why wouldn't I want it? I hear this thing opens half the security systems in Gotham. And it's just sitting there, hidden in your lab, waiting for someone to put it to use. What's the matter? You better not try nothing fishy. I don't want to have to splatter that pretty face.
It's okay, Harley. Bruce and I already talked. He'll do whatever you want.
Is that right? Will you do whatever I want? Will you jump when I say jump? Will you bring me the shiny things I ask for?
You don't have to worry. I promise. I'll take care of it.
So glad to hear it. Maybe you are my kind of guy.
Well, then, let's get moving. No time like the present.
There's that impatience that she's toying with.
You're
I
on,
wonder how this is
Brucey
gonna
boy.
go. Especially with these two.
Make yourself useful and get me that Phalanx key. And hurry. Mama really wants to get herself some tacos when you're done.
Got this, Bruce.
Interesting position to park. It's gonna be fun walking into my company drenched wet.
Mr. Wayne. Yeah, if you could please sign in on account of the attack.
All right, I got you.
So, what brings you in? If you don't mind me asking. Is everything okay?
Simple as this.
Well, no rest for the weary.
Or for the wicked?
Hear that?
You're all set, sir. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, this is private property.
You really ought to rethink your hiring practices, Bruce. Your man's lying down on the
Lord.
What did you do to him? Is he still alive?
Don't worry. A little bump on the head never killed anyone.
Woman,
Going
do
up,
you know the
Brucey.
amount of problems this is gonna
You
cause?
do know how an elevator works, don't you? Or do you?
know what?
You know, I might have pegged you wrong. Good boy. As long as you keep up this good behavior. Give me a hard time, I might have to go back and finish the job.
Yeah, he wasn't a very good guard anyway. I mean, isn't he supposed to keep people out? Maybe getting knocked out will teach him a lesson.
Let me
Don't
explain
do that
something to you.
How cute. He thinks he's the one giving the orders. Listen, sugar. Don't ever tell me what I can and can't do.
Bruce is a real man of substance, Harley. It's in his blood.
Thought you were gonna wait in the car.
Look here.
And Harley figured you'd want some company.
Didn't want you to have to do this all by your lonesome.
Yeah, that's what that was.
You don't have a problem with that, do you, Mr. Moneybags?
You will not
But
be
no
a
one
problem.
else gets hurt.
You got a strange set of priorities for someone who wants on my good side.
I get it, Bruce. You're the boss. You don't turn your back on your people, even when they're useless. I have to say, Bruce, it's exhilarating to walk these hallowed halls with you. This is where the wheeling and dealing happens, the power plays, the boardroom scuffles. I can feel all that toxic energy in the walls. You think I could run a place like this one day? Like you, Bruce? I think I'd get quite a kick out of being CEO.
If you keep your head down, work really hard, yeah, why not?
Oh yeah, you worked real hard. You had a rich pops who stole everything not nailed down.
Oh, come on, Harley. Bruce's father worked really hard at taking other people's money. You gotta give him credit for that.
Hey, pull it together, Puds. All that slushy you drink has got you.
Regina.
Oh, Bruce,
Worst time.
I'm surprised to see you. And these are... To whom do I owe the pleasure? I don't believe we've met.
They're fashion consultants. I figured it's time I try out a new look.
Not just Bruce. We're gonna revamp this whole place. Dress everyone in snazzy uniforms.
Oh, well, no one ran this by me.
Just think, you could come into work on Monday dressed just like me.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do I look funny to you? Like I'm some kind of punchline or something?
Excuse me?
You gonna let your employees sass me like that? Is this the kind of operation you run here? Your worker bees just mouth off whenever they want.
Leave her
To be
alone.
understood. You are on my turf. Simple as that.
I ain't even gotten started.
Pops would have put a hole so
I said back off.
Your friends don't suit you, Bruce.
You got a firm grip, Mr. Corporation. The kind that makes a girl go weak at the knees. Wanna show me what else you can do with those hands? We could carve out some alone time. Just you and little old me.
Let's just stay focused on the task at hand, shall we?
Bruce is right. We are people with purpose. We're here to get the Phalanx.
Shut your pie hole, will you, John? You gotta learn to live in the moment.
Nah, you're a completely sane individual.
Wait here. I'll be right back with
Forget
you.
it, Brucey boy. Your secret lab ain't really a secret. Cobblepot's got
Honestly.
quite a mouth on him. I don't think he ever shut it the whole time I was working at Blackgate Prison. He told me all sorts of interesting stuff. Say, do you like chess? Work your magic.
It doesn't surprise me that this
Tick-tock.
thing is known about.
What's the
It
holdup?
also shows it needs to be dealt with. We can keep this as a false place, though. Misdirection. But now it still has use, but later we're gonna need to do something about that.
Tight squeeze.
You know, I think you two are the closest friends I've ever had.
She just gets annoyed more and more the things he does. You don't know who you are creating. And when he decides to wallop you over the head with your own mallet, don't nobody want to hear a thing.
I
It's
present
what
to
you
you our
wanted.
secret lab.
Lucius, you have seriously outdone yourself this time.
Glad you like it.
Like it? No, this changes everything.
It was getting a bit dodgy hiding all those batarangs in the Wayne Enterprise R&D wing.
Thank you, Lucius.
No doubt.
Come on. Now the real work starts.
Somehow I was expecting more.
Where's the giant crater? I thought this was where your friend went out with a bang.
That was his office upstairs.
Better question. Where's the Phalanx key?
It should be in the vault.
Well, what you waiting for, sweetie? Go get it.
Impatient. Interesting. Want to have a look around. There's a lot labeled Fox. What is that? A lot labeled Fox. I do like this iteration of Harley, her look. The crazy, and she's running around with a sledgehammer. The others are usually running around with an actual, like, mallet. But I actually like that she's running around with a sledgehammer. It signifies the crazy. Just right. Not to mention, don't get hit.
Lock protocol vault thumbprint required.
Dude,
Lucius
what?
Fox. That's not right. Why the lockout? Someone's been in here.
What's taking
Exactly.
so long, Bruce?
It's saying it won't open without Lucius's thumbprint.
And that got blown up with the rest of him, didn't it? Of all the dumb luck. You're saying we can't get it open, then? Harley's not going to like that at all. Or you.
Let me try to find latent prints around here with my scanner.
Always thinking, this guy.
Just gave him a new trick.
Dinner to celebrate Tiffany's first day at Wayne Enterprises. Sorry you didn't make it there, Lucius.
Classic. Finna have to go over all of his memorabilia.
I remember when Tiffany brought that back from art class.
Oh, there's a partial.
All right, that's a start.
I hope Alfred was able to check up on that guard.
Tiffany built that rocket herself. Lucius was so proud.
Running around with a little 007, and not a 007, the Q in his house.
Getting there.
All right.
still unconscious. I hope he's not hurt too badly.
Growing old standing here.
Yeah, well, trust. You could stand to age a little bit. Maybe you'll gain some patience. Was this a 3D printer?
Nope. Not encouraging.
Really? Really? Yeah, that is a 3D printer, and there's no DNA on it. Interesting. That must have mean he hadn't been at that for a while. EMP, huh?
One more partial print should do it.
Now
Not too
that's a
surprising.
shiny piece of metal. What's it do?
I'm not even sure if it works.
It's an EMP generator, Puddin'. Tell him what it does.
It emits a pulse that knocks out other nearby electronic devices.
Who wouldn't want to try that?
Interesting. And you bothered making me want to explain that, huh? Very interesting. I know he's got a DNA here.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay, this will work.
I doubted there would have been DNA on his boxes. Those boxes are basically, well, I don't know. I don't think anybody else
taking
would
your
have been
sweet
down
time.
here. So yeah, he may have had DNA on those boxes.
Even now, still finding ways to help me.
Real talk.
Stay there. Don't touch
Thank you, Lucius.
anything.
I touch what I want when I want, Brucey boy. You knew what's best for you. You'd quit giving orders and find me that key.
You gonna touch something that's gonna lop your hand off here in a minute. And I ain't gonna say nothing to you. Just have myself my own little Joker
Looking for
laugh.
this.
Tiffany.
I told you I'd find out what you got my dad mixed up in. This is much worse than I thought.
You're not safe here. You have to hide.
What the hell are you doing with a secret room full of weapons? What's going
my
on here,
room.
Bruce? What's all this for?
Your father worked with Batman. That's who all this stuff is for.
Batman. I knew it! His tech. Dad's fingerprints are all over it.
Yep.
I came looking for answers, but I didn't expect this.
Yep. Now put the gun down, give me the
These people
key, and
you're
disappear.
with. I saw on the cameras what they did to that guard. To Regina.
They'll do the same to you, or worse. Get out of sight.
Bruce, what's taking so long in here, huh? Hey, I know you. We met at your father's funeral.
John.
Okay, Bruce, no need to get physical. I get it. We'll be as quiet as lab rats. But what about Harley? I mean, she's gonna want to know about your, friend here.
1 second, folks. Need to shift
What am I
something.
supposed to tell her?
You don't have to say anything to her, John, okay? It can be our secret.
In Arkham, I was well known for my discretion. All the guards confided in me. I don't like lying to Harley, but I'll do it for you, Bruce. What I really need is the Phalanx key. You get me that, I can go out there and, make Harley happy.
You can have the key. Just leave Tiffany out of it, okay?
You mean this thing?
That's it.
Do not
You've
make this a
got to be
problem.
kidding, Bruce. You can't
Give
give
it up.
these psychos anything from this lab.
Hey now, no need to get personal. we're all on the same side, remember?
Come on, Bruce. You know how dangerous this tech could be in the wrong hands.
Yoo-hoo! What the hell is going on in there?
Please, Tiffany. I've been honest with you every step of the way. Now I need you to trust me. Please.
I better not see this on the evening news.
You're gonna see it on
Thank
every
you.
news station. Suck it
This
up.
makes things so much better for everyone.
Thank you, Tiffany. You made the right call.
Harley will be over the moon when I show her this.
Stay out of sight until we are long gone.
Whatever. Bruce. You better know what you're doing.
And that's the second time you've been a problem.
Took you long enough. I was starting to
Emotional
think you got
and
sucked
losing your
into a
father
portal
or
to another
not. That's the
dimension or
second
something.
time you've been a problem.
You boys did good, you know. Made Mama proud.
Interesting.
It don't look like nothing special.
You've got what you wanted. Now let's just get out of here.
Load that thing up too, John. I need it.
Yep.
Hurry it up.
Man, it's getting worse.
Bruce! Are you all right?
I'm fine, Alfred.
I was keeping an eye on you over the security feed.
Well, breaking into my own company was unexpected.
Things could have gone so much worse. That you managed to
the
keep
guard
both
doing?
John and Tiffany quiet was a masterstroke, Bruce.
Gonna be a
Still,
problem later.
that young woman is smarter than both of us, Bruce. It's only a matter of time before she puts the rest of the pieces together. I heard you reveal that Lucius worked with Batman. But will that satisfy her?
It'll
You
buy
know
us
what she's
time.
like.
It won't
She won't stop
satisfy
digging
anything.
until she gets to the truth. Maybe we should just tell her.
There's
I've always
no choice
regretted
but
not being
to.
more honest with you about your father's life. Don't make the same mistake I did. She shouldn't be left guessing.
You're right. I'll be as honest with Tiffany as I can.
Very good. With regards to tonight's other catastrophes, your night watchman got a nasty lump on the head, but don't worry, he'll be fine. I've already arranged for him to get a generous payout and an extended vacation. And replaced
you,
tonight's offending security camera feed with dummy footage.
Yeah, thank you.
As for Regina, I'm afraid your fashion consultant's cover story is going to cause more problems. Your encounter there was too bizarre to be ignored.
Yeah.
After what went on, it'll be a challenge to smooth things over with her. It's all coming so fast. One thing after another.
You need to take it easy, Al. Get some rest.
It's only a momentary bit of exhaustion. I'm sure it will pass.
A
Bruce,
momentary bit of exhaustion can kill
I
even
know
the young.
we agreed there was no better way to get to Bane. And believe me, I want to see these monsters pay for what they've done. But this whole
Probably need to
masquerade
shift the game.
with John and Harley, well, frankly, it's exhausting.
It's hard to disagree. Ugh. And there's that.
Well, be
situation.
careful and good luck.
Get some rest, Alfred.
Those things will kill you. Consider quitting.
You sound like my daughter. Here, you're welcome.
It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug up at the coroner's office.
Thank you. That'll be very useful.
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Yeah, tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save him. Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
Yeah, I know what she's done, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. It's gotta be rough on a person, going through all that.
Yeah. The loss of a loved one can do that.
I'd have to imagine it would.
Oh, hell.
Gordon, you're dismissed.
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
That you're
Clearly, I need a better method of
eat.
getting the message across.
You're both behaving like children.
Watch your
enough of this
tone,
shit.
Batman.
Well, what? You'll put him on timeout?
I've been lenient with you so far, but don't push me.
She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she?
She
If
does,
she's
but it
jammed
doesn't
you
matter.
up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back.
I'll do whatever I can to help you.
I'll go ahead and say this.
She knows who I am, Jim.
Oh, yeah? Well, so do I. You're Batman. That's all you ever have to be. That's all Gotham needs you to be. And you, if you're threatening to take that away, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I don't want to hear it.
Just supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out. I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin. Fast. Know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Best-laid plans
Yes,
and
it
all
does.
that.
I do know. This city has made me who I am.
So I've heard. I just wish Gotham produced more Batmans and less Riddlers. Make my job a whole lot easier. I guess you locals see it differently. Agent Avesta. She fought to get on this assignment, you know? Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of this city. Your respect is important to her.
She certainly succeeded on that front.
She's one of my best. Still, wanting to impress you? It's the same thing that made her move too fast on Riddler. Now
Yes,
there's
it
a
did.
lesson learned. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to
You're
you,
surprised?
these very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
This will take
What
time.
you saw was just a test.
An operation like theirs requires someone with your resources. As long as you don't blow it, they're gonna want to keep Bruce Wayne around until they take him for all they can. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them
Risky,
down when they're at their
problematic.
most vulnerable.
But
Sound
maybe
good?
useful.
They'll never know what hit them.
You need to loop
You
Gordon
need to
in on
involve
this.
Gordon.
Don't tell me how to run my operation.
His people know this city better than anyone.
And they have their hands
There it
filled with
is.
other priorities right now. Batman. If it gets bad for you, just remember. We're out here. When you're in deep like this, You need friends. Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you are not proud of before this is done. You hear me? That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
I created Batman to strike fear into criminals, not become one.
Batman's not the one rubbing shoulders with them at the moment. You should think about which one Gotham really needs right now.
Both are not entirely wrong.
Al, I'm in.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
Good luck, Bruce. Stay safe.
Infiltration work tends to have its problems. You know, I just now thought about this.
All right.
Not Harley.
Here we go.
Catwoman was working for Cobblepot, who was working for Lady Arkham. But if memory serves, Cobblepot was supposed to be a part of this little group. It's got me wondering if Catwoman's gonna show her head again. Well, folks, that's going to be the end of episode 2, part 2 of Telltale's Batman, The Enemy Within. You folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, subscribe, and drop a comment here on YouTube or both. Check out some of my other playlists. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you.